My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Hearthstone Ranked, where we are currently playing Control Freak in 5 trillion degrees weather here in Australia. Fuck. It's horrible. It's really bad. And unless I want to ruin the sound quality, I can't open a window, I can't turn the fan on any higher than it currently is. I hate summer. I want to go to one of those countries where the sun fucking exists for 12 seconds a day and then it goes back to eternal night. You know, your Scandinavian nations. This is probably a control warrior based on the fact that it is a golden warrior, and the most effective over the longest period of time warrior type has been control. This is unfortunate.
Armor made to fit.
Yep. Control warrior.
Armor
Bam.
made to fit.
So what do you think? We're both gonna have the same opening? Armor Smith, Armor Smith. Their Armor Smith runs into my Armor Smith. And I use Fiery War Axe. No? Okay.
Strike.
Just gonna casually give my opponent 4 armor. The problem here is if my opponent has a Fiery War Axe. They did use a coin, yeah. So only Fiery War Axe, they can kill my Armor Smith pretty easily as well. Dear God. We have the same opening.
Strike.
Similar. He didn't have the Fiery War Axe, I did. Ah, there's Death's Bite though. Both denying the other draws. Thank you, Whirlwind, for coming up after.
Strike.
Yeah, shield block for the draw. I didn't want to use it for the draw, I was going to shield block into armor up, but that's how it played out. That's ballsy, using an execute against such an early game minion. I mean, most of my drops are going to have 5 health, so I guess holding the Death's Bite is good, but still. So I'm trying to control my enemy's armor so that they can't use Shield Slam against any of my bigger creatures if I summon those. So they are... Fucking hell! How many times do I get to get Harrison Jones before I learns? Before I learn. I've basically lost right now. It's that serious. That's 2 cards my opponent got while killing one of my cards and developing their own card. That's the huge type of swing that only legendaries can basically give you. Oh man. This is really bad. I'm not developing Lotheb because it will die to the AoE plus the initial strike from a Death's Bite.
I can take the hit.
I also want a Harrison Jones, but I can't afford it. I wish I had Cleave though, so I could kill this. Cool task. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Armor up, Shield Slam this. No.
Back to work.
Got my second execute in hand, that's okay. So I'm getting a lot of value out of my Gorehowl, but my opponent has infinite armor. I would be very surprised to win this. Very, very surprised. I'm always intimidated by the golden hero portrait. Ah, they run one of those as well. Just like I do. Whirlwind's execute. Really? So I'm gonna use Lotheb because if the Sneed's-Old Shredder attacks Lotheb, then I get to kill the Sneed's-Old Shredder with just my weapon and Lotheb. Which means that I get to hold on to more of my big ticket cards. I've only used one execute. Of course my opponent's only used one execute as well. It's fine, I can still do stuff behind that taunt, so I don't care.
I ain't got all day.
I screwed up the order of that. My opponent should only have a 1-1 slime. I should have attacked first. Oh boy, we are really far behind here. Having to make catch-up plays to get back after the Harrison Jones basically ends our game. That's also both of my shield slams used. Sorry, my executes used, so I actually can't deal with Grommash Hellscream right now. So that actually just might be the end of the game right there. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Yep, there is literally nothing I can do. Fine, I'll just play it out, because a lot of people have mentioned just continue to play. Now I get to watch my opponent hit me. Ugh. Harrison Jones just ruins games. Yeah, you know what? I'm not actually just gonna stand here and watch that person be a dick. That's why I like to concede games just before. God damn it. Say what you want about the dickish plays that I sometimes make at the end of a turn, at least I'm always attacking. I will attack some of the lower value targets first, but I won't sit there spam emotes and just try and literally make someone else's day worse. It's twattish to the highest degree. So again, we're going to mulligan against what we think the worst matchup for us would be. So, worst matchup would be if it was an aggro hunter. We're holding on to the Armor Smith because so many of the early death rattles that are played by the aggro hunter are 1 health. So having the Armor Smith out to just deal with 2 of those is pretty good. Cruel Taskmaster? No, not Cruel Taskmaster. What am I thinking? Cruel Taskmaster.
I'm made to fit.
Huh. How are they gonna play a Cruel Taskmaster? It's a hunter. Hey.
Strike.
Back to work.
I'm an idiot! I could have still had my fucking Shieldmaster alive. You run it into the 2-1, and then you Cruel Taskmaster the other one, and then it still has 1 health. Plus, I know that I summoned the Cruel Taskmaster first. That was actually strategic. I did that because I really desperately wanted the extra armor. Yeah, snake trap. Whatever. Next turn, all those snakes die to Death's Bite. I could have still had my Armor Smith. That would have been really important.
Mind if I roll knee?
Oh man, this is good. So, our opponent has used both of their armor smiths, and this is one of the decks where you rely on Snake Trap, you rely on Haunted Creeper, you rely on Unleash the Hounds in order to summon a lot of things for the Knife Juggler to go ham. And our opponent just didn't have that opening, so I'm really pleased. I'm making pretty quick plays because it's pretty straightforward. I want to develop a minion every turn if I have the possibility to do so. There was nothing particularly difficult about that. That's got to be kill command, yeah. One runs in, take a hit. You gonna keep the other alive? I mean, there's no reason to attack. Yeah. So the opponent basically just avoided 1 damage to their face by not attacking now. My health position is not particularly difficult or grim, so I'm going to develop the Gorehowl rather than armor up. Because if I armor up, the only other thing that's available to me is Brawl. I'm not going to do that. Oh no. Sneed's Old Shredder, and then I'm going to attack the Undertaker. That's pretty easy. Yeah, I can't think of too many plays that would make you deviate from that. It's always really good to see your opponent's weapon die without getting an extra charge from a secret being triggered. So I'm pretty happy about that. So the only silence run in this deck is, as you've probably seen before, the Ironbeak Owl. And I'm not even sure if most decks run only 1 or 2 of it. But really, no matter how many I run, it's fine. Shouldn't particularly matter. If I have a Whirlwind, I'll actually cleave Whirlwind. Uh-huh. That's fine too. So the reason that's fine too is because the Acolyte of Pain can sit behind the huge taunt and then just attack, 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 and just draw an infinite amount of cards. Of course, when I say infinite, I mean 3. It's what I usually mean when I say the word infinite. Opponent's still drawn 3 cards on me, but we're fine. I do want to draw this.
Bring the pain.
So that's both kill commands used. I actually don't think I need to worry. So I attack to the face for that. So I attack to the face for 6, and then next turn I have the ability to summon the Fiery War Axe. Oh, actually, that's fine. This play means that my opponent needs to clear literally everything, and then usually what comes out of the Sneed's Old Shredder as well, with only 1 card from their deck. Well played.
Well played.
Without the ability to do that, I have lethal just with the Fiery War Axe and one of the 5 drops. Yeah, I wasn't going to be a dick. I was just going to send my guys in immediately. Okay, I should have enough time for 1 more match this episode. I'm just looking off to the side to make sure. Yeah, I should be running at about 14, 15 minutes right now. Okay. Control Warrior matchup. I don't like Dr. Boom. I don't like Harrison Jones. Mostly because I can't afford them and put them in my deck. So I'm gonna complain about them until I can. The ultimate scum trash. Rapid Rage, the Hunter. Alright.
Let the hunt begin.
Do I still keep that Armor Smith I was talking about earlier? Do I keep a Shield Block? Shield Block's way too slow. I'll keep the Armor Smith. Death Spite's okay. Alex Raza is horrible. I've used Alex Raza in this same matchup before in order to heal myself from 1 to 15, and then my opponent's just like, fuck it, man, I can't do anything. Because they set me down to 1 so that they could steady shot me over, and over, and over. If I'm not mistaken, I saw out the corner of my eye my opponent mulligan literally every card. That's good for me, hopefully. Bring out your dead. Don't do that to me. Don't tell me to bring out my dead, buddy. Don't. No dead. 0 dead. I will squelch you if you make me bring out my dead.
Bring out
Fuck
your
you.
dead.
Coin death rattle, or is it gonna be coin bring out your dead?
Bring out your dead.
If I don't top deck cleave, I'm gonna lose this game. I run 1 cleave in my entire deck. Praise the sun. That was 1 in 26.
Mind if I roll need?
Boy.
Armor made to fit.
So I'm actually developing the Armorsmith this turn because it looks like next turn I want to develop Acolyte of Pain and then Whirlwind, right? Which will cost me 4. But it'll help me get the armor out of both the Armorsmith, the Acolyte of Pain being damaged, and then the card draw as well. I don't expect the Loot Hoarder to trade into my guy. Yeah.
Let the pain speak to me.
Also, it delays my opponent getting their card by 1 turn, which means that they're a little less likely to have Animal Companion for turn 3. That was disgusting.
Well played.
The game and the burp, my apologies for both. And that's 3 games. I mean, man of my word. Let's get back to the title screen so that I can say that my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Hearthstone Ranked, the name of the deck has been Control Freak, it is our Control Warrior. You'll be able to find the link to the deck list down in the description below. Among those, you'll also be able to find the playlists for Ranked, Arena, and Adventures. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourself. If you have, please click like, it does let me get my content out to new people, and we will see you next time.